Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, man, I've been training for months, maybe even years, but I still don't look big? Your arms are growing, your chest is getting stronger, your back starts to have some size, and maybe you have some visible abs, but somehow you still don't have that athletic, powerful look. You still don't fill out the t-shirt the way you want to, and you still don't have that superior look that you're looking for. And the reason why might actually surprise you. It's not your chest, it's not your arms, it's not your abs, it's your shoulders. More specifically, your shoulders are flat. Now, before you clicking away and thinking, no, I train shoulder every week, hear me out. Because most people do train shoulders, but very few people build them. And today, I'm gonna show you exactly why. We are going to talk about the biggest mistake that people make, the muscle that you're probably neglecting, and how to build those round, capped 3D delts that instantly make your physique look wider, bigger, and more aesthetic. Let's get into it. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If I have to choose one muscle group that creates the biggest visual difference in a physique, it would be definitely the shoulders. Just think about it. Two guys can weigh exactly the same weight. Both they can have the same body percentage. Both can have a similar muscle mass. But if one guy has wide, round shoulders and the other one doesn't, one of them will look significantly bigger. Why? Because bodybuilding is not just about muscles, it's about proportions. And shoulders are the foundation of great proportions. They create width. They make your waist appear smaller. They improve your silhouette in the front, the side, and even the back. That's why the V-taper is considered the gold standard of aesthetics. A wide body paired with a small waist creates a powerful visual illusion. Some people are naturally gifted, broad clavicles and wide shoulders. The rest of us has to build them. The good news, you can absolutely do that. But first, you need to understand something. Your shoulder is not just one muscle. It's actually made up by three different muscles: the front delt, the side delt, and the rear delt. And if you're neglecting even one of them, your shoulder will never reach their full potential. So let's break it down. Let's start with front delts. These are the muscle at the front of your shoulders. For most people, this is the most developed part of their shoulders. And that's because you're using them all the time. Every time you bench press, every time you incline press, every time you do a push-up, or every time you use a chest machine of any kind. Your front delts are 100% involved and helping. That's why many lifters don't really need a ton of direct front delt workouts. In fact, some people overdevelop their front delts. But if you're lagging behind, one exercise stands above all the rest of them. Talking about the overhead press. You can do this whatever way you prefer. Standing barbell press, seated dumbbell press, mid machine press, or machine shoulders in general. The principle remains the same. Drive the weight overhead, control the movement, and progressively get stronger over time. One mistake that I see people constantly do is turning shoulder press in a full-on body exercise. They're leaning back, using momentum, swinging the weight, frankly turning the shoulder press into an incline press. Don't do that. Stay under control. Keep tension on your shoulders and focus on quality reps over weight. And remember, your muscle don't know how much you're lifting. They only know the tension. That's it. Now, let's talk about the muscle that probably holding your physique back. I'm talking about the side delt. If there is one muscle that can instantly make you look wider, is this one. Know your chest, know your biceps, your side delts, because they are responsible to create shoulder width. And shoulder width is what will give you the broad, powerful look. But here's the problem. Most people train side delts completely wrong. And the thing is, they don't even realize it. Let me ask you something. How many people do you really see doing lateral raise in the gym? Probably dozens. Now, how many of those people actually have impressive shoulders? Exactly. Not a lot, right? Because simply doing lateral raises isn't enough. You have to do them correctly. And this is where your traps come in. Your traps are stronger, way stronger than your side delts. They're bigger, more dominant, and they're always looking for a way to take over. So when you grab a pair of dumbbells and start to raise them outside, what usually happens? Your shoulders start struggling and your traps take control. And suddenly your side delt exercise turns into a traps exercise. That's why so many people do 1,000 lateral raises and see almost no growth. They are training the wrong muscle. So How do you fix it? First, pull your shoulder down. Try to thinking of keeping it away from your ears. Second, stop thinking about lifting the weights up. Instead, think about push them out. This simple cue will change everything, I promise you. Third, try to lead with your elbows, not necessarily your hands. Your elbows should be the one guiding the movements. And finally, lower the weights. Seriously, I'm not joking. Most people need to cut the lateral raising in half. The moment you use proper form, ego weights becomes impossible to lift. And that's a good thing, because finally, your side delts are doing their job. Another mistake obviously is swinging it, using momentum. Using momentum make the weight moves for sure, but it doesn't make them grow. Control the negative and feel the muscle working. If your side delts aren't burning, you're probably doing it wrong. Now let's talk about the rail delts. In my opinion, this is probably the muscle that gets neglected the most in the entire gym. And this is actually one of the main reasons why people look flat from the side. Most people spend years looking at themselves in the front. They train what they can see, chest, arms, abs, but the rail delts, they completely ignore them. That's a huge mistake, because rail delts is what complete the shoulders. Without them, your physique looks kind of unfinished, because technically the rail delts get some work during rows and pull exercise, but for most people is not enough. Their lats take over and their trap takes over, and the rail delts never receives enough direct stimulation to grow. That's why isolation work is essential. One of the best exercises that you can do is a reverse fly. You can perform it with dumbbells, you can use cables, you can use a pec deck reverse machine. Honestly, the equipment doesn't even matter. Execution matters. Focus driving your elbow behind your body. Imagine like you're trying to elbow somebody behind you. At the top of the movement, squeeze hard. Hold the contraction and slowly release the weight. Don't just let gravity grab it from you. Control it. The lowering phase is where all the growth happens. And most people just rush it through it. Don't do that. Don't be most people. Now let's go quickly over the bigger mistakes that are keeping your shoulders small. Number one, training only the front delts. This happens more often than you think. People bench all week long and they're thinking they're building their shoulders. They're not. And mostly, they're just building the front delts. Number two, ignoring the rail delts. If you're not directly training rail delts, you're just leaving gains on the table. Simple as that. Number three, using way too much weight. Your shoulder responds incredibly well to controlled repetitions. Not ego lifting. Number four, poor execution. A perfect execution 15 pounds lateral raises will build way more muscle than sloppily 40 pounds. Number five, not training shoulder frequently enough if you need it. Your shoulder relatively heal quickly. Some people benefit more to train it 2 or 3, even 3 times per week. You don't even have to if you do train them correctly, but if you need the extra help, you can go ahead. Especially if we're talking about side delts and rail delts. If you truly want those capped shoulders, if you want it to look wider in every shirt you wear, if you want to create a powerful V shape, you need to stop thinking a shoulder is just one muscle. Train all 3 heads. Front delt for strength, side delt for width, and rail delts for depth and roundness. When all 3 are developed properly, your physique will change dramatically. You will look bigger from the front, you will look thicker from the side, you will just look more athletic in every angle. And that's the goal, not just building muscle, building a complete physique. So next time you look in the mirror and wonder, or you still don't look as big as you should, don't immediately blame your chest. Don't blame your arms. Take a look at your shoulders, because they might be the missing piece of the puzzle. It's all I got for you today, guys. If you find this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below which part of your shoulder is lagging the most. Front delt, side delt, rail delts. Drop it below and I will help you fix it. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ciao belli!